Hello everyone. Now this is again going to be an important video for all of you who are preparing for the CAT examination and aspiring to go into the top colleges of IIMs or non-IIMs. Now we'll discuss about which are these fictions and non-fiction books which is going to be useful for you if you are an MBA aspirant, which can relate to the management skills that you want to nurture or enhance. A lot of business schools actually emphasize way much more on one of the skill, which is a reading skill. Okay. So they want people to come with a reading background, not in terms of literature or arts, but you should have a hobby or passion of reading. How many books do you read? You cannot quantify it, whether you are reading 30, 40, 50 or 60 books a year. But on average, at least in a year, you should be able to complete 4 or 5 books, new books, which are more relevant to the psychological preparedness which you need to keep for the management examinations and the interview. So in this video, we'll talk about the 5 best books that any MBA aspirant can look up to for the preparation of the interview rounds. And believe me, there are a lot of business schools which will ask you to write the recent books that you have read in the SOP, in the application form also. Before we proceed, I request all of you to look into the description box. A lot of important links is available. There's also a form which details about the new workshop batch that we are launching. People who are interested can fill in the details there. Okay. Perfect. The first book that I want you to actually follow, if you have not followed this, is the book which is called as 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Many of you might have seen or at least read this book by Stephen Covey. This is one of the best management book which you can consider for yourself to make sure that you become a better individual or better performer. Okay. This deals with 7 actual habits, examples led by these people, the most effective examples that has been led by the successful people. If you follow this book, at least 1 or 2 of the examples or habits, you will see you are bringing a turnaround in your own life with respect to how you manage or deal with things. Okay. You will also see a lot of synergy with respect to the actual business scenario which you are working in or dealing in, and this book can help you on the personal level as well as on the management level. The second book which I want you to follow is a book of Rashmi Bansal. It's a very amazing and fantastic book written in a very, very simple language called as Connect the Dots. It is the sequence of the first book, which is called as Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish, which you might have read or seen. Now, this is one of those books which deals with the life of the success stories of 20 entrepreneurs who are non-MBAs. As we know, the author Rashmi Bansal is a graduate of IIM Ahmedabad. The first book, which is Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish, is basically about the entrepreneurs who are MBA graduates. The second book deals with all the techniques, jugaad, zaban, which is a skill of an businessman who is coming with a non-MBA background. Okay. Believe it or no, jugaad is one of the techniques which is going to be useful for you whether you are coming with MBA background or non-MBA background to solve all the real-time big business cases also at the same time. Okay, so I want you to follow this book. You will see a lot of practical life examples which you can learn. Third book, a lot of you who think my life is going to be extraordinarily will be changed after completion of my MBA from a good business school, life, so and so, who live in the hype that MBA is going to transform my life. Yes, it's going to do it, but it's going to be a little long term. Okay, if you want to see the realistic side of what an MBA graduate would do, I want you to follow this book, which is by Sameer Kamath, called as Beyond the MBA Hype. This will give you very real-time exposure about the actual business environment that you will be dealing in after completion of your MBA course from any of the Ivy League college that you are looking forward to. So all the MBA aspirants, I would recommend you to follow this book at least. Next, if you want to see how organizations bring a turnaround in the businesses, I want you to follow this book, which is straight from the gut by the author Jack Welch, who was the ex-CEO of General Motors. Okay, how organizations transform the entire journey and come to a level that it is consistently performing over the expectation of the market. If you want to see and understand the the psychological preparedness that the CEOs actually keep before taking a difficult or a wise decision, follow this book, which is straight from the gut. Last, so you believe me or no, all the interviews which is going to happen if you're looking forward for finance specialization, the panelist will definitely ask you questions on economics. To understand economics in a very subtle manner, in a in a language which is not difficult to comprehend, I want you to follow this book, which is called as Freakonomics. This will again going to give you the real-time case studies and examples of business negotiations and how economics works. Okay, so these are the 5 important books which I wanted you to follow to make sure that your preparation is on the right track with respect to management or business schools preparedness. You can again look into the description box to see the important links. If you have liked this video, please subscribe to the channel and share with your friends so that all of you can get the benefit. If you have any comments on the books that you will be reading, please put it into the comment box. I can go through it and I'll give you the answers for those questions. Thank you so very much for watching this video. I wish you all the best for the upcoming MBA exams.